FC for life. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah.
Okay, so here, hi guys, you're locked in to RadioKingOnline.com. It's your girl J Maxa here, and we're here with Dwele. Hey, how are you doing today?
What's going on?
Hey, welcome to London, first of all.
Thank you.
You're on the north side, but we're based in South London, so you know we're going to rival it up a bit.
Brixton.
Shout out to Brixton.
Yeah. What's happening, Brixton? I'm coming your way. I'm gonna get there this trip.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So how long are you here this week?
5 days.
And how many of those days are you performing?
3 days.
Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, so guys, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, get your tickets at the Jazz Caf to see Dwele. And what are we expecting from this year's performance?
Every time I come out here, I just like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely like Jazz Cafe is always a fun audience. They're always attentive. You know, very attentive. You know, and that's what I love about it. You know, it's very what's the word I'm looking for?
When you say attentive, is it like musically attentive, like you feel like we're kind of connected in a way, or do you mean in terms of lyrically, or?
All of that. It's like if I'm telling a story, I like to talk a lot on stage. If I'm telling a story, everybody sits there, they're like, and I'm like, it's only a Jazz Cafe. You know, it's like quiet, it's silence, like you hear a pin drop. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the intimacy of that space?
That was the word I was looking for. It's very intimate. It's very intimate, you know, and that's what I love about it. You know, always a good feeling in there. Yeah.
And going back to your music as well, and I was going to talk about poetry because when you got like Lady Mahogany, it's kind of got that poetic feel. So do you bring that? You're going to bring that to Jazz Caf this year?
I have certain songs in the set that do kind of have that feel to it. You know, that have that that smooth Lady Mahogany feel. But then I also have songs that kind of got that party, get up, take your shoes off, let's rock out. You know. Yeah.
And do you see that's kind of like hip hop influenced, or is that just you?
There's got to be a little bit of the hip hop influence, because I definitely came up on that, and that comes out, when it comes time to produce, when it comes time to write. I feel, that hip hop influence coming out sometimes. Yeah.
Talking about the hip hop and when it comes to writing and producing, how do you feel juggling the two?
It's not even a juggle. It's not even a juggle. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? It's what I've been doing, so it's natural.
How long have you been doing it for?
Ever. Let me see. I produced my first joint. I made my first song for my mother. I think I was like 6. It was like I had a little toy piano, and I was using one finger singing the song. And she loved it.
What song was you singing?
I can't even remember the words. I don't know. I gotta ask her. If she remembers it, then I don't know. I might have to buy her a car or something. Because that's a baby.
What kind of music was you listening to at home?
Growing up, I listened to a lot of. I used to steal my parents' records, so I listened to a lot of jazz, a lot of soul. The Marvins, Donny Hathaway, Stevie's, Curtis Mayfield, Miles Davis, Freddie Hubbard. A lot of those cats. Donald Byrd. Yeah.
And do you feel like there are any of those coming up today? Those kind of guys that are going to be legendary, as it were.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like every generation has that. It's a lot of other craziness going on right now. Mixed in with the legendary artists, but we definitely do have it.
Can you name some?
Let me see. Legendary artists. I will say Layla Hathaway is stepping in the footsteps of her pops. Another legendary artist. I might be. I don't know. I'm trying to give names without being biased. But I definitely feel like Slum Village has a stamp in the legendary column. Dilla definitely has a stamp. Coming from our generation. And then you got new cats. That's doing things. You got your Frank Oceans. You got your Kendrick Lamars. You know what I'm saying? That I really respect, and I think that their sound is timeless.
I have a question as well, because I'm sure you know Robert Glasper picked up a Grammy, Best R&B. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about jazz and soul being represented today?
That's dope, you know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like that's a good look for everybody, that's doing music that we're doing. Actually, before I came here, I finished up a song for Robert Glasper's new album coming out, so we're working together on the next one. It's gonna be dope, definitely.
We should have like a little listening, you come down, Lester comes down, we come down.
That'd be dope.
A little session.
That'd be dope.
Bring some tea.
Let's do it.
Have you had any tea since you've been in London?
Not yet. I haven't had a chance to do anything.
I'm sorry about that. We just stolen your moment.
Nah, it's cool. I like this.
Good, good, good.
Yeah,
so,
we're already dating. We're dating.
Hey, can we put that on the record? You know, just saying. No, I'm joking. So what's next for Dwele?
Just a lot more touring. We have a few more dates out here in Europe before I head back. Head back on the 26th. I got a show in Detroit on the 27th with Marsha. That should be dope.
Okay.
After that, I get a couple days off to kind of like sleep for 48 hours, and then it's back to work, recording.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about London? Do you think that we welcomed you?
I love London. I love London. My first time outside of the States, not including Canada, because you know Canada's right next door to us.
Mm-hmm.
But my first time outside of the States was spent here in London, and I'll never forget it. I had the best time of my life, and every time I come here, I feel like I'm at home. This is my second home.
Thanks for that as well.
Thank you.
I saw Jose James on XOYO. He came through a couple of weeks ago, and he spoke about the love of London, and he's been here like since 2006 on and off.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you continue to keep coming back to London?
Definitely, definitely. As long as you guys have me, I'll keep coming.
Thanks, that's great. That's great to know. Another question as well. You do a lot of collabos. You know, you've got your Commons, you've got your Kanye's. Any coming up recently, or coming up next, we should say?
Other than the Robert Glasper, I'm not going to speak on them. I don't like speaking on them until I know for a fact that they're solidified. But you know, we got a few things in the pipeline.
So we can say that the Robert Glasper one is solidified?
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright, that's great. Also, at the moment, there's like a lot of like, you got the Beyonce coming out, you got the Jay-Z, like those big kind of commercial, like what's going on kind of hip-hop artists and that. Do you think that jazz will ever get like that? Or do you think it would work like that?
I don't know. You know, over the past few years, music has changed so much. You could never call what's coming. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be beautiful to see, you know, to see jazz music, to see soul music, you know, come to the forefront like that. And it probably will happen one day. You know, I'm definitely hoping that it will happen one day. But right now, where it is, I love where it is right now, you know, because the people that are checking for it, we know they're genuinely checking for it because they like it, not because it's a hot thing. You know what I'm saying? And I like it like that.
Thank you, thank you. And also, please tune into one of my shows, the J Maxa Show on RadioKingOnline.com.
Oh yeah, I'm checking it out.
Check it out. So
Yeah.
I do play some of your music.
Sweet.
So, you know, and yeah, we play jazz, funk, soul, playing Amy Winehouse, I play Marvin Gaye, I play a lot of the guys that you spoke about.
Sweet.
Glasper, love him. Also, do you know about the Love Supreme Jazz Festival that's happening in East Sussex at all?
Nope.
Okay, we might have to see if we can get down.
When is that?
It's July 5th to the 7th.
I would like to come here when it's warm.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Come down. Well, I'll be there. We'll probably be there. So
Sweet.
you can always hit us up. It's possible. In terms of like freedom of expression within music, because you've got like, you know, Rick Ross saying like certain lines in his raps, and some people think like, oh, he shouldn't really be saying certain things, or Beyonce with her new song and all of that. How do you feel about the whole take of freedom of expression in music?
I'm an artist, so I'm all for freedom of expression. But in the same, we have to know that you got the youth listening. You know what I'm saying? And life imitates art. You know, so whatever you say, you got to think that the youth are gonna go out, they're gonna act on it because they believe it. You know, so we do kind of have that responsibility to know what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? And know how it's gonna affect somebody. But I understand where they're coming from an artist standpoint. You know, you want to be able to speak your mind. You want to be able to say what you feel. You know, but so it's kind of a toss-up. You know, it's kind of a toss-up. But I mean, at the end of the day, we got to know that we're affecting people with our words.
Also, in the UK at the moment, there's a lot of there's a rise of like soul music and people expressing themselves through hip hop, through poetry, especially right now in like my generation. Do you have any words of encouragement for them?
Oh man, stay diligent with what you do. Do what you do for the love. You know, and it's gonna happen. Keep it alive. Keep it alive, definitely. You know, I like hearing that. I like hearing that.